In this Copywriting for Beginners video, let's talk about the $7,000 sales page. Is it possible to get paid $7,000 for writing one sales page? Let's find out. Hi, it's Les again, and if this is the first time you're on my channel, you know what to do. Subscribe so I can send you more videos like this to help you. Consider giving the video a thumbs up and leave a comment. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so I can send you more stuff. Now, can you make $7,000 for writing a single sales page? Well, let's start by looking at what some of the typical word counts are that you might write as a copywriter, because once we know what the word counts are, and we can figure out how much you're going to charge a word. Look, there are various ways of charging. You can charge per word, you can charge per job, you can charge per piece that you write. But let's start off by looking at some word counts just to give you an idea of the kind of numbers we're talking about when it comes to copywriting for profit. So a typical blog post might be anywhere between 500 and 2,000 words. Okay, now it's important when you're setting out a blog post, for example, you define right at the start how many words you're going to write. That then allows you to set it out in such a way that you don't waffle, you get to the point, and you get all the points you want to make into the blog post successfully done. All right, now I've talked about this before, but let me give you very quickly a simple formula for a blog post, for example. And that is to start, working in sections. So your first section is going to be the introduction, which is going to be 150 words. Okay, so let's take, for example, a 900-word blog post, which would be a reasonable example. So 150 words would be the introduction section. So you put a heading, then your introduction. The next section, 300 words with a heading. Next section, 300 words with a heading. And then your conclusion at the end would be another 150 words. So by logically setting out the number of words in a blog post, you make sure you plan it properly, you're set up to write it correctly, and you get everything in there that you need to get in there. So that's a blog post of 900 words, 150 words, 300, 300, 150, that's your 900 words. Now, on the other hand, something like an online ad, say a Facebook ad or a Google ad or a YouTube ad, something of that nature, could be very small. That could be 50 to 100 words. So that's the other side of the spectrum, 50 to 100 words. If we take a landing page, that could be in the region of 500 words to start with. It would be very unusual you did a landing page less than 500 words, because you need 500 words to get your message across, but that landing page could be much, much more than 500 words. So 500 words, good starting point. A landing page can go to substantially more than that, depending on the message you're trying to convey. Now, emails is an interesting one, because there's a school of thought that says that emails should be short. Emails should be in the region of 200 to 300 words, and that can be appropriate depending on what you're trying to say in the email, the message you're trying to get across, and at the end of the day what your client wants or what you want for your own business. But what I'm doing these days is I'm writing emails that are much, much longer. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm trying to get client engagement through telling a story in your emails. So emails, there's two ways of looking at it: short emails to get the message across quickly, or go for more engagement, writing much longer emails. And when I say longer, it could be 1,000 words. An email should be as long as it needs to be. So anywhere 200-300 words if you're going for a normal length of email, or substantially more if you're trying to tell a story and get engagement with your audience. Okay, so now let's come to the question of a $7,000 sales page. Can you get paid $7,000 for writing a sales page? And I'm here to tell you, depending on the client you're working for, that's absolutely possible. Look, I charge in the region of $1 a word at the moment for my copywriting services, and I've just been reading a sales page today that was 7,000 words long. So 7,000 words at $1 a word is $7,000. Might give a bit of discount if I'm doing bulk work for the client, but a $7,000 sales page is not something that doesn't exist. It's out there, and if you brush up on your copywriting skills, there's a possibility that you could be writing that kind of stuff sometime in the future. Now, having said that, what's the most I've ever earned on a job? I think we've talked about this before, let me mention it again. In 5 weeks, I earned just over $18,000. I've told you about that job before. So in terms of what you can earn, $5,000, $7,000 sales page, $18,000 in 5 weeks, copywriting can be very, very lucrative indeed. Okay, so that's about it for this video, guys. $7,000 sales page, highly possible. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe for future stuff from me, and I'll talk to you again in the future. All the best for now. Ciao. Bye-bye.